It really was an attempt to infuse cosmic energy. Actually, I like that. I'm gonna roll with that one. I'm gonna use that in character. All right, let's go greet our guest.
Hello.
Oi.
Was I supposed to just walk on my own, or I don't know if that was intended?
But you're welcome to enter now that you've been given permission. Glad that you were able to get my invite.
Hmm. Yeah, I just didn't know because I was walking around some animals and stuff, and just made some guesses.
I didn't know you would be
Shoulda
entering. Time is weird
told
over
me.
here, so apologies.
Oh, right. You're good.
Yeah, let me give you the tour, I suppose.
Again,
That's a
place
pagoda,
is pretty.
obviously.
Oh,
It's very pretty. It's very peaceful here. I actually I enjoy it quite a bit. We got a set of guest homes. Some homes people have claimed, they'll have their names on them. This is a guest home. Nobody's staying here, so if you ever felt like staying a night, being as you are now officially a guest here in Heaven's Reach, you are welcome to do so. I see this little stand here indicates, if this is a claimed home, this one, Mr. Clink has claimed this one.
I see.
Ah. Yeah, we have a great deal of things. This is generally used for minor meetings. If we're ever doing any kind of major meeting, we'll be going in this thing here. You're going to feel a little bit of a whoosh. Fair warning.
Hmm. It's wacky.
Not as wacky as this is.
Never really is. Yeah. This is a pretty nice place, nice and secluded. Or not. I mean, maybe. Still is.
This is where we usually do our more official meetings, champions only, things like that.
Hmm. Huh. That's quirky.
Little slice of the past is what this all represents.
Huh.
Hmm.
Ominous as fuck, David.
Ominous? Why is that?
Oh, it's kind of, you know, ooh, mystery. So, I guess maybe not to you. Maybe you're used to it or something.
I am very used to it. You-
Do that little.
it's part of the environment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Riza likes,
I don't think I've dealt with something like that.
Riza enjoys the flair of things. She is not about at the moment, unfortunately, more than likely doing her resting.
Mm. That's cool. Always need a rest,
She doesn't rest in the normal way, but she does some kind of variation of it. More meditations, I suppose. More homes, more homes. more of a dining hall of sorts over here.
Mm.
Nice overlook of the view of the pond, lake, river, waterfall. Some people like to do the old diving thing. Fish, fishing poles. Sometimes we fish.
Yeah. So this place, right? Now is this somewhere else in the universe or galaxy or whatever?
We are currently in a I guess you could call it a subsidiary of the in-between. In technicality, we are in the in-between, but we're not in the normal variation of it.
A subsection of it.
In between, you could describe as the void, the area in between worlds, the bridge, the drift. There's all kinds of different names for it. But, yeah. It's the world in between worlds, I guess.
So that's why it's like that then, I assume?
Why is it all like that?
You know,
Well, a lot of the environment itself has been created by Ariza using cosmic energies. She crafts the environment, the atmosphere, etc. The background might be because of the results of us being in the in-between, but it also more than likely is just her touch.
Huh. It's a lot of magic stuff. I don't think I quite understand, but yeah, that's cool.
You don't need to understand it. You just need to know. Well, you
No,
can. Well, you don't need to
yeah.
even know of it. If maybe you can know of it though, but you don't need to understand it. No. I have found, while I have gotten a greater understanding of a lot of things, I have found that sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. It's my house up there.
Yeah.
I like to be on the hill. Well, what?
You. Oh yeah, it's nice.
What are you
I
looking
was
for?
just laughing because it's really distant.
Yeah, well, of course it is.
The whole town and stuff.
Well, yes, because it's. I like to be away
I like
from
it.
I like to be. It's peaceful. It's distant. It's away from
Yeah.
everything. That's why I chose it. That's why myself
I get it.
and Nomad chose it. This is collectively our place of residence.
Mm.
I mean, you want to look in. There's not really much to see, honestly. I mean, table, chairs, beds. That is. A couple of drawers, nothing really in them, but
That's cool.
some knickknacks and some projects I've been working on.
Yeah. You said a lot of like electrical stuff doesn't quite
No electricity.
Work
We
in
don't
this
have any of that. We could probably bring a generator, but nope,
Mhm.
don't have any.
I should have done that. I should have brought you something. Fuck. I even thought about it too on my way here.
I'm
I'm so stupid.
I have been here for what feels like a couple of years, I think now, maybe more. So I'm very used to it at this point.
Feels or is? Like,
Is.
Like genuinely.
Genuinely. Time here doesn't work like it does out there. You could be here for a day, and a minute or two maybe passes by out there.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's wacky. Some interstellar
Yeah.
stuff.
So here's the thing, though. So like the way it operates is it's okay. So if I were to punch you, for example, and maybe worst case scenario, I broke your jaw. If you were to walk outside, you would. I'm just using example purpose. you would appear, if you were to walk back out, you would be exactly the same as you were when you entered. So no broken jaw, none of that. So if you were to stay in here for years and say bulk up, you would leave with the exact same
And just
whatever
being
you are
lame
now.
as shit.
Yeah, you'd be a twin. Yeah.
That's certainly wacky.
Yeah, it's all, but you get to keep the memories, of course. You know, all that stays in here. It's a benefit. That's another thing. We use it for training. A lot of training. You know, we don't get. A lot of us don't get the physical, but you know, the mental and mental. You know, muscle memory. All that's kind of a big part of training, right? The physical stuff we can do when we're out of here, but the mental stuff is probably the most important, I would say. Speaking of training, this is where we do that. The arena. Ignore that. That's the results of an experiment
That's
I've been
opening.
working on.
Oh,
I've been messing with, not magics, but something like that, and trying to coax it into objects, and that was a project.
yeah, that's cool.
Yep, I forgot to clean up. Anyways, and the arena in there, we have, up, behind the tree there, that big,
No,
island
floating
rock.
Yeah.
Oh, all of these are floating rocks. We're on a floating rock right now. That's a floating rock. The meeting area is that floating rock over there. That's the meeting area. It's all floating rocks.
Huh.
But that big floating rock is where Risa stays. That's her kind of little away from everyone place.
Yeah.
Here is Demon's Gate. Or Demon's Bane. I get the name confused. It's a warpway gate, but Demon's Bane. Here's Demon's Bane. We sometimes do training inside of Demon's Bane. It's quite the adventure. It has this whole situation where when you walk inside, you will be randomly matched up with an opponent. And then after about 120 seconds, you will be teleported away and then randomly matched with another opponent. It's pretty cool. Now,
that's cool.
fair warning, if you ever see Demon's Game in this color and the dial is facing this direction, you can't do this. Only champions can do this, by the way, so don't try to turn this dial. But if you see it in this direction, don't go in.
Okay.
You can go in when it's like this, not when it's like this. If you go in when it's like this, you go into a maze. That's the second layer of Demon's Bane. You go into a maze, and if there are traps in that maze, it's meant to emulate the deeper layers of the in-between. And if you die in there, if you get hurt in there, you're dead. Don't go in there. On the bright side, if you die in Heaven's Reach, you are simply ported out of Heaven's Reach. Same way you are when you came in, but all of your memories of you being in here will be lost because you died.
Yeah.
So
Okay, don't die. Got it.
don't do that. Don't go in there when it's yellow. And when the dial is to the right.
Yeah, I'm not looking to be harmed, so.
This is the heart. The heart of Heaven's Reach, aka the core. Don't touch anything
Okay.
in here.
I was gonna say, are we even? Am I even allowed to be over
You
here?
are. Everyone who has access to Heaven's Reach is allowed to come in here. We are very trusting. Possibly to a detrimental effect, but we are very trusting
Yeah.
of our guests.
Yeah.
That is, we want to make things, well, we want to keep things friendly, which is why the voting system exists in the first place. Because we want to make sure the sanctity of the place is respected. So we want to make sure only people we can trust are allowed to enter. I trust you. The core is a living being. It doesn't really talk to us, directly at least, but it does express
Can
things
they
in it.
see?
Oh, in a way, I think,
Or
yes. Can't talk, but I think it can see.
Mm-mm.
It can definitely hear us. It has, well, it hasn't spoken with me directly, but it has communicated with me in the past.
Mm.
It listens and whatnot. This core was created by Riza herself. It essentially sustains Heaven's Reach. From what I understand, the cosmic energies of all these different planets essentially are connected, create the atmospheres, create the water, the land, etc.
Mm-hmm. Now, can the core hear you everywhere, or only in here?
I believe it can hear you everywhere.
Okay,
but
so they're not left out of
I
guess.
yes, I tend to go in here though to visit it directly. I don't know, more of a respect sort of a thing, I suppose, personable sort of a thing, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a very pretty place. Everything looks completely, I think this place looks a lot prettier at night. Next time, whenever it's night, you should come in here sometime.
Oh shit, you guys got a day-night cycle?
I mean, of course, we gotta live here, right? We gotta have a relative idea of like when to sleep, when to go awake, etc.
Yeah. True. They can help with some form of counted time.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to bring the atomic clock as well. Oh my god, I forgot everything.
Well, when you leave, you can come back. It'll be like a week or so for me, but, whenever you come back, you can bring the clock then.
Sorry, you're gonna get USPS delivery.
USPS.
See you in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wacky.
That is essentially it. There are a couple of other areas that you are free to go. Actually, no, I'll show you a couple of other areas. I don't know if they would have any significance to you, but I'll give you the go around, maybe just so you have a better idea of things.
I knew you'd be in the core. I knew you'd be coming from the core. I knew you'd be coming from the core.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going well. Good to see you, Ethan.
Good to see you too.
How was the Lotus?
Wayne, how you liking everything? Good. Boring.
Oh, that's really cool. Mind bendy in some degree.
Yeah. No,
Teleporting stuff.
yeah.
Thank you, Kimmy.
My favorite thing is that I can finally do this.
After 2 to 24 days, geez.
Go on. Do it. I'll go on my phone. I won't even look.
Oh. Little baby's distracted by his phone.
I'm an iPad kid.
Won't remember a single
There's no
thing
service.
about being here.
Yeah, there is no service. Yeah, so good luck. Yeah, there is no service, so good luck.
Yeah, I literally just looked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been calling people or playing,
Yeah,
checking
yeah.
checking the what's
then
new
you,
on
then
the
you
news.
really would have zero reason to leave.
Dude, we'd probably get like 1 billion texts per second. That's probably why there is no service here. Other than the fact that, no cell
I mean-
towers and whatnot. But, like,
Yeah, I mean,
even
with the
if we
whole
were to
time
put one
whiny
up-
bullshit.
Yeah. You just spam me.
Get like 1 million messages from now up until like infinity in the future. Just
Goodbye. What the? It's not even been like a fucking millisecond.
Jump in the well for me.
Well,
oh,
he backed off.
Ethan was rejected.
Alright, yes, sir.
You were rejected,
yes,
apparently.
sir.
Oh,
Yes,
jump in.
sir. Oh, shit.
well.
That's the idea.
Cat dragged in. Ooh, it's icy. It's cool. Or something.
Or something.
Now I'm showing this more just so you are aware, and also, because why not, I suppose, but please respect this particular area. This is a memorial.
Of course. That's all you had to say is memorial. I understand.
There are a good bit of people that really do not like disrespect occurring in this area. Of course, I am one of those.
Understandably.
Tend to be a little bit more lenient with things, but I know a few people who tend to be very agitated when certain people make jokes and comments in here.
Yeah. I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
Slippery.
It is. It's ice.
Yeah.
Well, that is super steep, though. That's cool.
It is that as well.
Man, isn't ice just so cool?
That it is.
Oh.
This is the memorial for Niku Hazaki. One of the champions that we didn't know about until it was too late, unfortunately. Most of us never really got to know her. But yeah, just so you're aware. You can come in here to, meditate or something. If I'm pretty sure that's not your thing, but you can. Just once again, be respectful.
Of course. Yeah, I don't know if I've, maybe done something in the past to, make you think otherwise, but it's not a problem.
I know. I'm giving you the heads up, just so you know what this all is, so you don't run in here one day
In the first place, that does make sense.
screaming and making noises like you do from time to time, and then come to realize, oh shit, nobody told me.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up.
You're welcome. And one last place I can show you.
Mhm.
This place is made primarily for, well, meditation, kind of a place to get away from some of the hustle and bustle that's maybe going about above. It's a private spot. Usually, if anybody, people don't come in here very often, but generally, if they are, they're either training, perhaps by themselves, or having a bit of a serious talk. And I suppose that concludes the tour.
You show him the gazebo and the tree.
Yeah, he saw the gazebo. Oh, did he see the gazebo? It should have been on the entrance.
The one we met up at?
No, not that gazebo. There's
Oh.
one in the tree,
Probably
big
not, no.
tree at the entrance. I suppose I can point that out to you real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, while we're on our way to the gazebo and the tree, something else I'll point out to you that is very, very important.
The darkness.
The darkness. At the top of this this winding tree here is a little gazebo. It's a little hidden by the trees, but you go across here. There it is. You see it over there? Usually just a little relaxing place. You can climb up the tree and get on top of that if you want to. But while we are here, very important, you have two portals. Yes, you came in through
That's
that
the one I
one.
came through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't touch that one. Don't go near that one. Don't go, especially, God forbid, you go through that one. That is the entrance to the in-between. And if you go in there, you can't come back. So, God save you.
It'd be pretty
Okay.
funny if you did it, though.
You guys should, like...
It would not be funny at all.
You should, like, put up a barricade or something. Well, you
We
just,
Put a sign up.
we do not.
Like,
Well,
no,
we don't
Then
put
again,
a
people
sign
should-
up, but we inform you
Yeah, yeah.
And we don't put a barricade up because we,
The guy
again,
would just pull a U-turn and be like, "Oh man, I
trust.
forgot something," and then
Trust.
disregarded my own portal.
Fucking
Trust.
end up in another dimensional plane.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
decimated.
That's quirky. I don't remember being here.
Trust.
I don't
This
remember
isn't how I
living
came
here.
in.
And thus concludes the tour.
Well, thank you for the tour.
Poggers.
Very, very pretty of a
Has anybody else
place.
been here today?
No, no. Not today. Didn't really expect guests today. But guests are always welcome. Always welcome.
Yeah. Of course. It's just.
I did expect Wayne, I suppose, but I didn't know when to expect Wayne.
Yeah.
I was always residing in your house.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Just fucking, you're like, oh, well, he's not coming in today. You go to bed. I'm fucking just laying there.
I
That would
would
be
probably
terrible.
stab you out of instinct. That would be very bad. Let's not do
I
that.
should have done that. I wish I thought of that.
No, you don't want to think about that.
Think about it all the time.
And you especially don't want to think about that. But any questions?
But it's funny, I always expect it.
Any questions?
What?
I suppose you've already been around.
Questions?
Here. If you have questions, well, feel
Yeah, I
free.
already know.
Okay, you
everything.
said we're on a floating island, right? And there's other floating islands.
Yes.
Certain death, I assume.
If you jump,
If we
yes,
fall?
absolutely.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, make note of that.
Same situations if
Wait,
you
You
were
wanna
to
go
die
take a walk
in the,
over to the edge with me?
Let's go walk off.
Let's just go. Let's
Yeah.
go take a little
Same thing
walk-see
as
to the edge.
the gate.
gate. When it's yellow,
The demon thingy.
yeah, you'll forget everything. You'll be ported right out there, but you'll forget every experience you had while you were here, at today, at least. If you leave, it acts like a save state, right, in a game. If you leave and then come back, you'll retain the memories. And if you die, you'll retain the memories up to that point when you left and come back. But the experience that you had when you came back would be lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Save state. Yeah.
Hmm.
Sometimes when we go
Which
into the
myself?
Demon's Bane, we'll leave for a second and then come right back inside just to save any memories we might
I'm gonna
have before we enter.
I'm gonna abuse the save state and put myself
Yeah.
into a glitched loop where I come in with the intent to just walk off the edge, and then I die, and then I come back with the intent to walk off the edge, and then I die, and then I come back until
Listen.
somebody stops me.
Not do that.
But I haven't done it yet.
I haven't
Oh,
done it yet.
that's terrible.
I haven't done it
That's
to
so
Wayne yet. I
fucked
haven't
up.
done it to Wayne yet.
Dude, you... Man, holy shit.
I'm gonna soft lock Wayne with save states.
Yeah. I mean, so far, the place is really nice. Though I haven't really been told much of why.
Ah, yes, the lore. All right, come.
The lore! You forgot the lore? Oh my god.
Well, the most important part is the place, and then we'll get over the details.
Yeah. Depending on who's here, most of the time you have to be super serious.
It's recommended. Although Sachi tends to, not.
I mean, same.
I know that.
Except I'm not, like, hated by 90% of us. At least not openly.
Yeah, well, I mean, being that I was kind of invited in here, I figured it'd be more
This is
serious.
perfect, actually.
I mean, I was like, you know,
Have a seat,
timid,
gentlemen.
holding my tongue 90% of the time the first day here, but then,
I will be right
most
back.
of the people here are my friends, so.
I need to go tear off one of Billy Bonker's arms. Billy, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, dude. Hold on. Alright, see you later, dude. I'm so sorry.
Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Okay. Now it's time to not be vague.
Yippee.
Alright, so one of the benefits of Heaven's Reach, and one of the reasons that it was created, is, to keep intel safe, to keep us safe, to keep people safe while they discuss certain things. Heaven's Reach you are not familiar with the tower, are you?
I mean, I only heard, I guess you can say, whispers of something like that regarding champion stuff, but really nothing. So
A year or
No.
maybe two now ago, there was a opportunity that many of us were provided, a wish. Essentially, a tower had shown up from otherworldly realms or whatnot, and two people were assigned the ability to delegate a set of champions that would essentially be used to climb the tower and then get this wish. Sachi was one of the people who was delegated to find some people, and Gormunder was another. Sachi and Gormunder both had tournaments to determine who would be the ones that they would give tickets to. That would be the ones delegated to be the champions. I was not a part of this tournament. Sachi had actually reached out to me directly and provided me a ticket to myself. Anyways, we had trained for quite a while, and the goal was to climb this tower, because there are multiple levels of this tower. Each level of this tower we have to fight a being of substantial strength and whatnot, and then each level we climb and we continue to fight something else until we get to, I believe it's the 9th level, in which we fight the final boss, and if we win and survive, we get the wish. But there is only one wish, so we all must decide on something. Anyways, time moves on. Something happened. We don't know what it is. We don't remember what it is. There is a specific day that had occurred roughly a year or two ago that no one remembers. Or memories were replaced with something else. If you talk to anyone about this day, they'll give you a different answer. For me, on this... But we do know is that a war had occurred on this day that many people took part in. I believe I was included with this set of people. We don't know who we were fighting, but we do know it was in relation to the Wish, the tower. We believe that the Yutei and the what are the large fish?
Thrashers.
Thrashers.
and
The
other
Thrashers
stuff.
came a result of this war. They were involved somehow as we again, we don't know the details. No one remembers. We believe that the reason no one remembers has to do with the Wish related to the tower. Someone, well, I think we know who that someone is, but I won't give the details there. It's not important. But a wish was made, and it caused us all to forget. And, well, things are coming into place that's causing us to start to remember, and we're not supposed to remember. That's against the Wish. So because of that, we are essentially being attacked. The Wish is trying to maintain the fact that it was granted, essentially. It is, in a way, I guess, a entity, I suppose. To, I guess, better explain it, and it's trying to keep itself wished. Problem, though, is anytime you discuss these things that I am telling you right now out there, there's a possibility you could get attacked at random. We call them clock attacks. Essentially, the tower or the Wish sends in something to silence you, try to kill you. The more you talk about it, eventually at some point a clock could appear at any minute. And it could be some entity, powerful or more powerful or whatever, just, it's designed to kill you.
That's why talking about clocks in general is banned at Orlando Saka.
Yes. Can't talk about these things.
Literally, like, even if you're
So
selling
it doesn't even
clocks,
doesn't even take context.
The HR,
think
I
so.
believe, or HR, no, the QC, what is the...
HOA.
HOA. The HOA has essentially determined that, has essentially gathered enough details to know something is going wrong and has decided that these kind of discussions are not allowed.
So they're not aware. Okay, so do we know if, say, if I'm just like, oh, clocks, without thinking about it, right out there, just anywhere, really.
I mean, if you, it's
would I
again
just get fucked up
context.
for that?
It's context. If you're saying
It is.
clocks
It is
and refers
okay,
to your
alright.
alarm clock, then you're fine. You know,
Yeah.
if you're referring to time, it's fine. But if you're contextually referring
then-
to the clocks, then there's a potential something could occur. There are certain key phrases. The tower is fine. However, discussing the Wish is something that could trigger a possible attack. Discussing the clock attacks is something that more than likely could definitely trigger a clock attack. Having all of the champions together out there discussing plans of actions can cause a clock attack. That's the entire reason Heaven Priest...
Even without saying it.
Yes and no. So even if we don't make any specifics, but if we hint towards it and we're all together and it's rather obvious that we're planning something,
Thinking
it's
about it. Yeah.
it's possible it could trigger
That's
something.
when it strikes.
It's possible, yes. So-
Has it done that before? Or
Yes.
is it just like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
When the
alright.
champions have all been together, we've been attacked a few times, yes.
Hmm.
Now here's where the big problem comes in. So of course, naturally, we're investigating and we're trying to figure out what's going wrong, and hopefully we're trying to get our memories back. But the kicker is that because things that aren't supposed to be unraveling are, because a wish is a wish. When it's granted, it's granted. There's no takebacks. But unfortunately, that seems to be something that's occurring. And because of that, and because of the tower and the abilities it possesses and all the entities associated with that, well, to put things bluntly, and the universe is imploding on itself. And I know that's something that tends to happen every day, right? We deal with cataclysmic events all on a regular basis, but this is something else.
Yeah.
And it's not just the universe, it's everything is imploding in on itself. Universes,
Realities.
galaxies, realities, yes, it's starting to implode. It's already started.
Now, I don't know if you can entirely answer this, right? But hypothetically, right, being that, you know, infinite universes and whatnot, right? Could there hypothetically already be, like, I guess, a group of us? It could be either us from an alternate universe or just someone entirely different. Do you think
I mean,
there's
I
other
have no
people out
clue
there like
about
that?
the other realities and whatnot, as far as you and I go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there could very well be another you and I, but I don't know what they're doing, or where they are, or what's going on.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm just
do know
curious because if there's something of that
About the whole
sort,
Raven thing.
I do know that
Right.
there is a David out there. And there is a set of champions out there that are carbon copies of us that are not us. But that's a discussion not related to the current discussion. That is something else entirely, and I don't know if it's something that.
That's
you need
how I
to-
got pulled in. Because I met Raven Sachi.
That's right.
Well, I expected
There
Raven
is
Sachi.
a raven. Ravens are
I haven't
connected to
seen
the tower.
it again.
The tower the tower, when you say if you die, if you were to be a champion and you were to die on your way up into the tower, there have been multiple past champions that have attempted and tried and failed. And as you go up and you fight, if you die, well, you're not going to heaven or hell. You're one with the tower. You're bound to the tower forever. The tower holds on to your memories, your soul, etc. And essentially, you are made into a sort of a slave of sorts, and those, I believe, are referred to as the Ravens. Ravens are carbon copies of you, created by either the Warden or the Tower or whatever itself. At some point, a Raven was created that is identical to Sachi. We don't know when. We just know he exists because some of us have seen him. And he is out and about out there. Something to be weary
Looks
of when
just
you're...
like Sachi, except different arms.
Yeah, something to be weary of when you're around Sachi, because you don't know if it's him or the Raven. Or, as far as we know, he hasn't infiltrated or anything as of yet, but there's a possibility he could try.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, not that I'm, of course, familiar with, this whole, like, multi-universe type thing, but I mean, I think it's always been, a possibility or an actual thing that there's always going to be a version of us, because, you see other motherfuckers like me just walking about,
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayneverse.
So I mean, I don't know. I would just say that's could maybe be something you guys could maybe somehow look into. I don't really know how to look into that type of stuff. I don't know if you guys.
We have
Something
traversed,
like
yes.
Yeah, didn't you guys go to Riza's homeland?
We went
Except
to
that's like
a
in
variation
between, right?
of Zyway. We went to a variation of Zyway. So,
Variation. Okay.
mirror verses
Okay.
is the topic at hand. Zyway
Mhm.
is we'll say the world that Riza, the person who created this and the person we're currently working alongside of, is from. That's essentially
Yeah.
where she existed before side tangent, she is also bound to the tower, but I'll get into that later. But Zyway is where she was originally from before that had occurred. We had gone to a version of Zyway, Mirrorverses. Wasn't her Zyway, but it was still Zyway, to gather details essentially on her and maybe anything else we might cook up that would be valuable. So yes, Mirrorverses do exist, and we have traveled to them.
Mm-hmm. But if Riza was it?
Yes.
How come you didn't just ask them
Riza
about,
wasn't
you know?
around.
Oh, she wasn't around
No,
at the time.
Not at the time, no.
Riza had left to do some business, essentially to save Sachi's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Thanks, Shern, for the raid.
1 sec.
Riza is the warden of the tower. I can't say I remember the specifics, but there is the warden, the tower, the wish. Essentially are the three combinations that make everything that is the tower. The warden essentially protects, governs, and kind of directs things, I suppose you can say. And currently, Riza, the one who is here, is not actually even the real Riza. She is a copy of Riza. She is a raven. The real Riza is somewhere out there in the in-between right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I was told that the real her, came back.
No, Raven
And
Riza.
that she was just recovering.
Raven Riza is the one who is recovering and who is back.
Okay.
Yes, in a technical sense, I have never met I have met the real Riza, but we've never really engaged in meaningful conversation. However, at some point, the two Rizas will combine into one, and the memories will combine as well, but yeah.
Are the other personalities or mentalities still the same, or are they like,
I don't know.
you know, opposite?
I do know
Yeah.
the wardens, the Dragonspire, the wardens. At some point, a variation of Riza was created because of the whatever the bullshit
Memory from Higgs
red
and
people
Fable.
are.
Ashen.
The Ashen people.
Created
At some
from memories
point,
of Higgs and Fable.
Yeah, at some point, an Ashen Riza was created from memories of Higgs and Fable, and Riza I'm just going to refer to her as Riza. Raven Riza is Riza. I'm just going to refer to her as that.
Yeah.
She had combined with the Ashen Riza. Her personality changed slightly. I wouldn't say it was an aggressive change, but she was a little bit more rambunctious, I suppose I would say. She seems to have gotten herself reined in a bit, but she has been a little bit more chaotic. Not in a bad way, more of a comedic way.
Mm-hmm.
That was before
Huh.
beach day, right?
That was at beach day. She had already combined.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like she combined before beach day.
Oh,
That
before,
makes
oh,
more
yes,
sense.
yes.
Crabs raining from the sky.
Yes, that is a thing that she can make happen. So, our goal is essentially to train. To train for the day that we do go to the in-between, and to train for the day that we do climb the tower. The primary champions are training for that. Everybody else that visits here is just visiting. But
We
overall,
get to help in our own special way.
yes, we're training for the in-between.
And your guys' goal is to what? Get this wish? What are you gonna wish for? I guess
At some
if
point-
it's able to.
Yes, but
Split or
I
even
think
less.
right now what we're trying to do is just get through the in-between and fix all the fuck-ups. Figure out what the hell is going on.
Mm,
There's patches.
Save the real reason if possible.
yeah. Where do you think they could have gone if there's, alternate universe or Raven Riza here?
She
that
doesn't know.
something
The
that's
Riza who is
up in the
here,
wind?
she has no idea where the real one is. She hasn't
Yeah,
even
okay.
communicated with her in quite some time. There's even memories that she hasn't given to her. The real Riza has not given to our Riza. That she left out purposely. We don't know why. We have ideas as to why, but we don't know the exacts.
Do we know what this other Riza's goal is? The original Riza's goal? Like, I mean, I don't know. Being that you guys are still kept here, it doesn't seem like it's anything bad in particular, but
As far as the original
Real
Riza
Riza.
goes, she is a warden of the tower. Her goal is
So she just has to
with
stick
the
with
tower. She is always going to be a warden of the tower.
Mhm.
But she did create the Raven Riza, and more than likely she created her to guide us and to essentially fix what is breaking, effectively.
Okay. And I assume with how everything's going, you guys can't just be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I popped in. How's it going?"
It's
to the
no,
tower.
which is why we are training.
Okay, all right. Hmm. And with the invitation, right? Where does that lead me specifically? I guess that's if you want to talk about it.
At the moment, you are a guest, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much what any of us non-official champions are, just guests.
Okay.
Anytime there's something we can help with, we can help with, but other than that, you just kind of come in here, shoot the shit, relax, talk strategy.
You are allowed to spar
I
with us.
assume-
You are allowed to go into the first layer of Demon's Bane with us. And of course, you're allowed to have whatever kind of discussions with us you want in here.
I assume you want me to mingle with other people, especially regarding our situation.
Yeah.
that we spoke about. Okay. Hmm.
Well,
Hello. I don't know about this situation.
hello. That is a private situation for Mr. Wayne here that he is dealing with on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. It's interesting, though, with what's going on, and yet also, there's a lot of mystery. Like I said, when we walked up to that big little table thing, definitely a lot.
You talking about
of,
the meeting room?
gaps. Yeah.
What about it?
I was right.
Did you go in the
There's
pit?
there's a lot that's mysterious about what's going on. You know, there's a lot of
Did you go in the training
gaps,
pit?
even with you guys not knowing, huh?
Did you go in the training pit?
See
I
what
did
happens
show
I
him
when I'm
the
haven't
done.
jumped
training.
in, no. I saw it.
It does a similar thing when you enter as the meeting room.
Yeah.
Mm.
As for the whole theatrics, that is all it is.
Yeah. Is it just some form of illusion or something, or?
I believe so, yes. Riza creates
Yeah.
things with cosmic energies, and through manipulating cosmic energies, she creates the environment that we are currently in.
Could very much be just real.
Possibly, yes.
Rented like a really, really massive warehouse, just brought in like a bunch of furnitures and stuff, and then like some
Yeah.
illusion magic on it.
She has stated herself not
It just
everything
is not
has
there.
a massive reason. Sometimes it's just there for looks.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
overthink it.
Yeah. Mhm.
I did nothing, I swear.
Okay, I didn't think that you did.
That's funny though. I've been wondering why there's just a fucking random ass empty hallway. The Dragonspire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
So when you showed me that, I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Okay then.
Yeah, the
So-
Heaven's Reach is connected to Dragonspire.
Yeah.
Funny door.
Do you would you want me to bring that stuff, by the way, like the little atomic clock and whatnot?
Yeah,
know if
absolutely.
you're
I'd be
against it or
interested to see if it all works.
Mm-hmm. And shit, do you want me to bring you a little like generator pack or something?
I'd be interested to
And
see if it
bring
works.
like a console.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be cool. I wish the fucking Ethernet cord wouldn't just like. It'd be so cool. 'Cause then we could
Sadly,
just
no.
plug
I
in-
think internet would be a completely different situation. That
Yeah.
I know.
That's a
I
shame.
would have to invent the internet here, and even then, I don't think it would have much, considering the fact that I'm the only user of the internet in Heaven's Reach.
Let's go! Nobody's
would-
gonna be fucking
I would
with our
effectively
internet.
be
Oh,
creating
hi,
all the
Ping David.
Wikipedia articles, etc. No, I'm saying it would be my internet, is what it would be. No one else would have access to it. It would be Heaven's Reach's internet.
Mhm. Uh. I should bring like a switch or something so we can airplay when we're in here to connect to each other. Cause like that would work. I mean, you can connect to each other even without internet access. Being that it's
Certainly, just
Bluetooth
recordings
or
and whatnot, that doesn't tend to operate.
the Xbox record that. Fuck it, let's go.
When you leave, whatever you had recorded is going to be gone. Just like how you had entered.
All it is just gameplay of the fucking us getting shit
I
on
know, it wouldn't work. It's like I stated
it's
to you
funny, it's
earlier,
funny.
how you enter is how you leave. So whatever you record when you enter will be gone when you leave. But yeah.
There's one house that isn't taken, right, David?
There are
It's my house.
2, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna go crash there for a bit.
Yeah, there's a guest house right over there, if you'd like to.
Yep. I'm aware.
I figure what it is.
Well, he wasn't looking when you were pointing, so I'm like, maybe that way, just in case, because he was looking that way. So I'm like, oh shit.
About your possible joining of the champions, Mr. Wayne, that is something that you will probably have to be discussed in due time. For now, like I said, just mingle among the others.
Mm. I'll probably have to re-ask you some stuff just to, jog my memory and thought on the whole thing, if that's okay with you, of course.
Absolutely. If you decide to say no, that's up to you. We don't force anyone. Even the champions themselves are allowed to leave if they so wish.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is not recommended, considering
The knowledge of it, maybe.
not the word I'm looking for, the gravity of the situation.
Yeah. I mean,
There are a few people
If,
that are
you
being
know-
looked at to be potential replacements for past champions.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your friend Ethan is another possibility.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. If something, goes on and then he's in, take care of him, please. As best as you can. Yeah.
I'll do my best.
That's fine, as long as it's something,
Hmm.
But nonetheless. Anything else you would like to, I guess, talk about and whatnot?
Those are probably the most, what I've discussed is probably the most important things, but, I would also recommend, training alongside the others. When you get opportunities to spar, do so.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird place. It is.
Yeah,
There's a lot of information
I
to take
keep
in.
looking
It's really
outside.
awkward. No, it's a lot to take in. A lot of information to take in. A lot of weirdness that happens here. A lot of things you're not going to understand. And honestly, it'll probably be better for you if you just stick with what you know and, move on with that, right? And continue to practice off of what you know. And the stuff that you don't know, well, get a basics of it, and that's about it. We deal with, it's metaverse, my friend. There's bullshit that happens every day that we don't
No,
understand.
absolutely. I get you. I see a shit ton of different things all the time. Being that having people are like, oh, I'm in this universe now. Let's go. Let's party. So we're like, okay, well, here you are. Register your being. Make sure like you got anything going on. Are you new type of species, subspecies, etc., etc.
That's right.
So
D&D stuff.
kind of do deal with that.
Yeah.
Just more of the whole place rather than the people.
Oh yeah, it's quite the magical place. It is very pretty at night. I love it here. Just wish there was a little bit more technology.
I'll definitely have to help you out then.
Appreciate it.
I can totally understand that, especially being that you said you collected a lot of like games and whatnot. So I can understand.
Most of my collection is gone now, unfortunately. But
sadly, sorry about that.
I'm mostly over it. I'm still coming to terms with a couple of things. So many Trinitrons are almost impossible to come by these days. Anyways, I believe in 2 days normal time, we typically have a gathering, and the day after that we do as well. So.
Is it would it be alright if I try and pitch in or check in?
Oh, that's what I'm saying, is we have a gathering. You're welcome to come. We go every...
Oh, right. Okay, I thought you were like, yeah, we have a gathering, but stay
No,
the fuck out.
No, we have a gathering. You can, every normal time Sundays and normal time Mondays, we have a gathering. So, you're welcome to come in. Ethan has helped himself to hanging around and such a few times now. Have a plethora of people that come in. Hamsky has been in here a few times.
Really? I'm surprised, being that, he's all talk about only liking street level type stuff. Yeah, we got Cosmic.
He more comes in here
stuff.
to relax. He doesn't, he's not really involved. At least he's not involving himself with our relations. He has surrendered to the fact that we are, way above his pay grade. But he does come here to relax, and he wants to regain memories lost because of the day everyone doesn't remember. He also was involved somehow with that day.
Seems like there's a lot of people involved, funny enough.
That there is a lot of memories that are lost and things no one remembers. Everybody, like I said, remembers other things that happened that day. I remember being attacked by Noel with Persephone and Cain and a few others. That is how we remember it, but that is not what actually happened.
Oh. That's weird how that, they're like, you somehow experienced that.
More than likely
Specifically,
results
you know.
of the wish altering memories. Because it didn't.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense, being that the involvement, I guess.
It always confused me because I was very battered, and a lot of us were torn up. Kane was in rough shape, and at least at the time, I didn't know Noel to be much more than, well, something not to worry about. So I was very confused as to how they were able to hit me so hard. So now it all makes sense. Otherworldly powers getting involved with otherworldly bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done? Oh, thank you.
I haven't really touched much of it, so sorry.
Oh. It's good tea.
Yeah.
I will be washing this later. But outside of serious conversations, it's a most relaxing place. A lovely location. I've learned a good deal of things while I have been here.
Yeah. Like the planets and stuff, or or are you just talking about
Well, I
this
mean,
other stuff?
I've been training, and that's a thing. But I guess to an extent, the plants, I have a relatively good idea of how they were made. Riza has been training me on certain aspects of things. I've essentially become her right hand.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Crazy, this is where you've been since the whole, I guess, Lotus stuff.
Yeah, I didn't really think I'd be hanging around a place like this myself back in the day, but here I am. I'd imagine
yeah.
myself being in space. But I've had my fair share of space.
I mean, couldn't this technically be some form of space, I guess? I mean, especially with whatever that's stuff's.
I would say this is the next step from a adventure. You know, you adventure through space, and what's next? Well, other dimensionary planes, heaven. I don't know. Picking yourself on that. Hey, Mr. Wayne, I think I will be calling it for the night, unless you have anything particular you want to run by me.
As far as I'm aware, I don't really have much other than, I can try and drop off the stuff, atomic clock. What else you need? Some form of console or shit, maybe even a PC.
Generator, I guess.
Backup
I
power?
don't know
Yeah.
if any of that shit is going to work, but here's
Just
hoping.
to bring it in. So, all right, now help me out with this, right? that the light, right?
The
Is
sun?
that? Do we know? Yeah, well, is it the sun? Like a sun capable of producing like ultraviolet lighting and shit, like stuff like that, or is it just like Ooh, I turned on like a flashlight.
Riza is
Doesn't
capable
have the
of
same type
creating
of
an
pop.
entire ecosystem. This is designed by her. That is a
Masking.
sun that produces light
Mhm.
that then warms up this location. We do have seasons that occur here. We do have rain.
Because I could maybe take up and get you normal, like, miniaturized, powered, like, type of charger instead, so you don't have to be like, oh, Wayne, I need more juice in this. I haven't finished my fucking game
A
of
solar panel
Metroid
of
or some
sorts?
shit, Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
So
that would
you don't have
probably
to
be
keep
more
worrying about
beneficial.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of me just going right back fucking out and
We do
trying
have
to charge it up and
technologically
then
based things. We
back
actually
in.
have a thing connected to the arena that it develops hard light. It's a simulation tech that Ion developed based off of the simulation tech they use at Aegis.
Huh, that's cool. And like, what is it? I guess your environment, it changes up or something? Or...
No, it recreates certain enemies that we had fought in the past.
That's pretty neat. That's something nice. Hmm. Does he have that thing like indefinitely charged or something like that?
I believe
Or,
it is.
like,
Perhaps it's. I don't really know how he made it. I haven't discussed it with him. I would assume it has some way of
Yeah.
recharging itself.
My
yeah,
car
power-
brought
tech
in
does
the
work
last
here,
room or
that's-
something.
Tech does work here. That's a prime example. It's just recording videos, interwebs, etc.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, but yeah, so solo player type shit, like,
That's Billy's arm.
video games. What do you want for games? You said something about Tetris, right?
I don't bloody
You
know.
want, like,
What's
actual
new?
games?
Give me something new. I'm sure something's come out in the time I've been here.
Oh my god. All right, you and I, we're gonna do split screen Elden Ring co-op. That's what we'll have to do.
All right.
Fun game. We do a little
Oh, you're-
mining off stream.
You're welcome to stay here for a few days if you wish. I don't have to kick you out just yet. Excuse me, chat.
Oh
jeez.
and what'd you say the whole like time difference was?
A day
days,
here,
so
I
it
don't know
wasn't
the
like you beat
exacts.
me.
I know a week here is roughly a day out there.
A day out there,
A day.
week here.
A week here is roughly 1 day.
Oh shit. So, oh fuck, what does that mean? So if I spend 2 days here, it would be, I don't know, a set amount of hours, probably like within the 10 digits. I don't fucking know. 10 hours or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. And another problem is
Okay.
time can sometimes, I've heard, but it be different person to person. So sometimes you could be here for a decade and it's a day out there. That's how Q views
But what if you
things.
would? But what if you and I were still here, constantly seeing each other? Would it even out to the same thing, or?
I would imagine. I don't know. All I know is here's a few minutes here is but a few minutes here is but a few milliseconds out there.
Huh. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll quickly for me step out and grab things and let Serena know. Hypothetically, I could be longer out, and then I'll come back here when you're probably dead asleep or something. Completely
The door's
doing something
open.
else
You are allowed
Okay.
to enter now that you have been given permission.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Unless you said you're going straight to bed or something, or
I'll be going to bed. I don't know when you'll be back. I might be awake when you're back. It's whatever. If I'm asleep, then take a break and
Okay,
we'll
alright.
figure things out in the morning. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Yep. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go out. Goodbye, David.
Have a good night, I guess. It's
Time.
late.
Yeah. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you for at least reaching out and trying for me.
You're most welcome.
Given my situation,
You're most welcome.
I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Take care, man. Have a good week or something like that.
Same to you. And hack the game to run them separately. Let's just get 2 monitors. There you go. Alright, chat. We are gonna go ahead and do what we always do. Go to my house. Go to the bed. And then go